When we took on the GTV project, there was so much new stuff, and very quickly by nature, Wayne Taylor likes to take on a lot of small projects to gain an advantage. So working with Neuron Guard, Amatec, and then HPD on some specific projects was a neat way to get an edge quickly while the main core group kind of worked on the race car itself.
Everything that has happened in the world of driver science, driver physiology, whatever you want to call it, would not have happened without WTRAndretti. I've been doing this for 15 years and everyone says, well, who cares about people going from point A to point A? While it is entertaining, fans are here having a great time, we're actually able to test medical equipment that actually can make the data suitable for use in medical or military opportunities. The heat in the cockpit is a serious issue because once you cross this physiological strain index, this core temperature threshold, we know the ability to generate brake pressure is compromised. Car performance is compromised once you get hot. And one of the tools to reduce swelling is to cool the blood going to the brain. So this device, one, it really does cool the driver very well. It can be done pre and post cooling. So in endurance racing, you can pre-cool the driver and then once he gets out, cool him back down to help him recover.
Endurance racing touches on all three of our primary sectors. Their race cars must meet dimensional specifications established by IMSA. So quality control with VX Inspect is essential for qualification. As we know, WTRAndretti also uses Creaform's Metroscan and VX Model for design improvements to the cockpit experience of its drivers. They really took advantage of the full versatility of the Metroscan. We often think of a Metroscan as scanning only large objects, but you've reminded us that it's just as effective on small objects.
It used to be that racing was the purest form of testing, and it still is. You know, we have a lot of data that we gather from these engines, every session, every race, and a lot of that data is to do with the actual health of the engine. But because it's a mechanical component, there are a lot of metal parts in there that interact with each other. We also have to look at the physical side of that. So we use oil testing to determine how healthy that engine may be after an event. And so we know what we think we know, how much wear should be inside the engine once it's done a certain number of miles. And so the stuff we do at the racetrack correlates with, as long as it correlates with that, we can be pretty sure that this engine is going to make it all the way through Daytona. The only way to really test it is to put it in a car and go race the thing.
So my favorite part working with new partners is we get to see things not normal on race weekends or normal race car stuff. Like, it's almost the most exciting thing for me and the team when we take on a new project and see some real value in it. Also, I'm very excited when that value goes outside of motorsports. How can we make things in the world better, if you will?